The Malt Liquor Project. What you know about that? St Ides High Gravity Malt Liquor. What you know about that? Hold it down, you heard me? Now, I bought this in Texas because it's not sold in Louisiana. No more St Ides for us since about 1998. Okay, well, when I first saw St Ides Premium Malt Liquor, it was in 1996 here in town in Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana, and I bought this 22-ounce bomber bottle. Didn't think much of it. I said just another beer to try. So I tried it. It says St Ides Brewing Limited. Strange, limited. That's more like a Canadian thing, right? Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, and under special agreement, Detroit, Michigan. Weird, right? St. Ides was introduced in 1987 by McKenzie River Corporation of San Francisco. Same people that started Steel Reserve 211. St. Ides was picked up by Pabst at some point in history, whereas Steel Reserve 211 was picked up by Miller Brewing at some point in history. Another interesting fact. Or a couple of facts. When we first got the Steel Reserve 211 around here in 1998, I think it was the 8%. Okay? In 2003, after Miller had acquired it, they introduced something called Steel 6. I've never seen any of them labeled Steel 6, although Miller shows a picture of that on their Miller Coors website. So then they had the 8% and the 8.1% and the 6%. Well, after that, we started getting Steel Reserve 211 6% here. Always have, and the 8% is gone out of Louisiana. Still sold in Texas and many other states. Around that time, maybe sooner, the 6% St. Ides Premium Malt Liquor, this was the original one, disappeared and was replaced by the high gravity version, which is 8.2, okay? Now, and then around that time it disappeared from Louisiana, although in some spots in Louisiana today you will find St. Ides fruit flavored beers. They're fruit flavored line, okay? Usually in New Orleans, some obscure locations in the city where you can even still find champagne. All right. In the 1970s, they came out with Cokie 900 Premium Malt Liquor. You can see they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do with this. At first, they were trying to plagiarize from Old English 800, Cokie, instead of OE 800, Cokie 900 with the crown. And they used to have a gold can and label design trying to mimic OE 800, Cokie 900. But for some reason later on they changed it to try to mimic sort of the St. Ides design, right? Pabst took over Cokie 900, but it was discontinued at the end of 2013, so I only bought this once in the South Chicago suburbs. Okay. Let's check it out. I had this in the freezer for over 30 minutes. Anytime you're drinking St. Ides High Gravity Malt Liquor, if you want to be able to hold it down, you better cool it down. And I mean like freeze it down. You want it as close to freezing as possible. Maybe even starting to freeze a little bit, then you take it out. It's going to take a long time to freeze. Okay. Well, what do you get with St. Ides? You get, well, according to Beer Advocate, you get an awful beer, right? According to Rate Beer, you get a 1 out of 100. Or is it a 0 out of 100? One of those two scores, I can't remember. I think it was a 1. Gold, yellow gold with the light shining at me. Well, shining is ambient light because it's raining. No sunlight. Get some little bubble streams, and I'm picking up some little fine particles all throughout this beer. Not that unusual for a lager. If you really look carefully, you'll see grit all about. Not grit, but particles. It's not as filtered as you may believe. The aroma, it's strong. St Ides High Gravity is particularly pungent. You're picking up a strong alcohol. It even has some kind of barley wine type notes. It's not a barley wine, but it's kind of dense in the smell. I did notice one thing today when I was at Winn-Dixie grocery store. No more Hurricane High Gravity. That was in Winn-Dixie for years. Years, 12 packs of 12-ounce cans. It's gone now. St. Ides is a little rough. And I think it's brewed to be that way. I mean, heck, they showed this Rottweiler biting on the... I like this design because it's a can in a can. It's a can of St. Ides with a dog biting down on a can. So it's very clever. But that's sort of their thing. Harsh, gritty, street culture, if you will. If you want a smooth 8% high gravity malt liquor or high gravity lager, you'll probably find that Old English 800 is smooth even more so. The Schlitz Gold Bull, and that's 8.5, or the Colt 45 high gravity lager. I say the enigmatic. It's not a riddle, but it's enigmatic distribution. The distribution is a riddle. I mean, most people have never seen this can in their lives. And if I go back to St. Petersburg, Florida this year, I know a grocery store I'm going to stop at, and I think I'll find it there. Along US Highway 19. Okay, that's smoother than this. And the Schlitz 8.5 is smoother. If it is more alcohol, it'll really lay you down. The mouthfeel is full. I mean, it's like you can chew this beer as much as you can drink it. And the finish is it's not smooth. It's rich and decisive. But before you start thinking, why is he looking at this? I heard terrible things about St. Ides. Okay. The Great American Beer Festival. Good place to look. Good place to look. They have entered this beer many times, but not in the last 10 years. But in 1999, in 2001, in 2002, and 2004, it won a bronze medal at the Great American Beer Festival. It won a silver medal at the 2000 Great American Beer Festival, and it won a gold medal at the 1989 and the 1990 Great American Beer Festival. That was probably I'm pretty sure it was the 6% version. So it hasn't won like one medal once because it got lucky. It's won multiple medals at competition, okay, in the style. What's the style? High gravity malt liquor or regular malt liquor. Within the style, it's a champ, obviously, and it is interesting. It's not bad. It's not awful like these nervous Nellies will tell you. If you ever see a can of what I'm about to show you, you must buy it. And you start calling people. You better get on the phone and start calling people. I was walking in not the French Quarter, excuse me. I was walking in the Central Business District in New Orleans. 1996, I believe. Could have been 97. And they have so many stores along that strip of Canal Street. between Interstate 10 and the river. So you'd walk in and there's so many beers, singles, usually overpriced because it's a tourist area. But I walked in there, I'm looking on the shelf, I'm with a friend of mine, I'm looking on the shelf and I just gasped and I said, and you know, I had to get my bearings before I passed out, but I said, oh, I said, stop everything, stop everything. St Ides Gold Premium Beer, smooth and natural. St Ides Brewing Company, Detroit, Michigan. Had a website, goldbeer.com, but when I looked the website up, there was nothing there. It was like a dead site. Well, if you can tell me about this, go ahead. I can't. I never could find out anything about this one. But I bought it. Because I had a feeling you're going to see this once in your life. And you can find the strangest things in New Orleans. And in other places like La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'm up there. I don't know, 1996 was a great year for looking for beer. 99 too. But I'm in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And I said I'm going to the grocery store. So I went to a grocery store and I said, this might still be made. Anyway, St. Ides, high gravity. Yeah, I can hold it down. Can you hold it down? Can you hold it down? Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think about St. Ides High Gravity Malt Liquor. And thank you for watching the Malt Liquor Project. What you know about that?